The Jerusalem Prayer Breakfast comes to the City of Gold from May 27th to the 29th, uniting Christians and Jews who share the common goal of blessing Israel. According to the guest in our next segment, Albert Wexler, history gets made and miracles happen whenever the Jerusalem Prayer Breakfast comes to a city. He's the Jerusalem Prayer Breakfast Director and visited our studios recently to fill us in on the upcoming event happening in the City of Gold in May. Albert Wexler, great to be with you again. Director of the Jerusalem Prayer Breakfast, and you have the 9th annual coming up in May.
Thank you, Chris, for having me.
Why is this one coming up so important and so strategic, given all the circumstances in the world today, and especially here in the Middle East?
Well, we are living under this imminent threat of Iran becoming nuclear. We see all these difficult developments taking place, all around the world, of dictatorships trying to take over, radical Islam trying to penetrate into the democratic institutions of the world. And it is the time for people and nations to send their representatives to pray in Jerusalem, in the Knesset, to, I believe, give us a time of reviving, as Ezra 9:8 says, that God gave them at that time. They were under the threat of Persia and whatnot, that God gave them a season, a moment of revival, and secured a place in His holy temple for them.
What does it mean when people actually come here in person and they experience Jerusalem and experience the Jerusalem Prayer Breakfast?
I believe it's nothing that one can actually experience similar to what one can experience while they come here, because experiencing Jerusalem and being in God's presence together with representatives of other nations, and we've had 60 to 70 nations represented throughout the years here in Jerusalem. It's something unique. It's biblical, because God's word tells us to pray towards the holy place here. There's things said by Solomon. God said to Solomon that his eyes and his ears will be here. Again, I know that God would hear prayer from Virginia, but there's something special about Jerusalem. Moreover, remember Daniel. Daniel, despite the threats to be thrown into the den of lions, was praying 3 times a day towards Jerusalem. Why? Because he had a revelation that 70 years of desolation of Jerusalem are ending. And so it was nothing automatic that brought on the steps or the set in motion the things that were about to happen. It was his prayer. And because of his prayer, he was persecuted. It was exactly the same time. It's interesting to notice. Daniel 9 and 6 are both during the first year of Darius, the king. And so when he gets the revelation, he becomes persecuted, threatened not to pray for 30 days. So I thought, if the enemy threatens you not to pray for 30 days, that's exactly what I want to do. I want to pray for 30 days. Finally, Albert, how can people find out about the Jerusalem Prayer Breakfast? www.jerusalemprayerbreakfast.org. And there is a little button there, request an invitation. And we will always reply and send an invitation.
Albert, we look forward to this coming up in May.
And I'm glad you're coming.
Planning on it.
It's going to be powerful.